Hi and welcome to today's tutorial, which is on the making of this beautiful Ankara and Aso-Oke dress with Aso-Oke collar. This is exactly how I wanted my collar to look like, and as you can see for the sleeves I don't have Aso-Oke pieces on it. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be making use of 2 yards of Ankara fabric, and I have the entire 2 yards on a fold of 4, as you can see, and I'm making use of the entire length of this fabric. Right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing out my start line at the top here, which will also serve as my shoulder line. And this is where I'm going to be taking my neck width measurements and my sleeve and my shoulder measurements. So for the neck width, I'm making use of 2 3/4. If it's too small, I will always readjust this. And then half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. And then for my sleeve measurement, I'm going to be making use of 10 inches, including bending allowance. Now I'm coming down 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope here, and I'm just going to connect it to my neck width of 2 3/4. For my neck depth, I'm making use of half of an inch. That's the neck depth for the back, half of an inch. You can decide to use whatever measurement you deem fit. And then for the neck depth for the front, I'm coming down by 3 inches first of all, and I will just connect this. So I'm connecting first of all for the front and then connecting for the back. Now at the sleeve opening, I'm coming down 9 inches, and this includes my stitching allowance. So that's 9 inches for my sleeve opening. Whatever I have, the total of what I have here, I'm also going to be marking that here on this sleeve area. And then I'm coming in by 1 inch because I want my sleeve to be slanted. So I'm going to extend this line. This line is going to serve as my chest line, right? So that's 11 inches. I'm going to extend it. This will serve as my chest line, as I said. So I'm connecting my sleeve opening here. And then from the top point here, I will come down by my half length, which is 17 inches. And then from there, I'm coming down by 9 inches, which is my waist to my hip line. So I'm also going to be replicating the same measurements on this point as well, 17 inches and then 9 inches. And I'll just extend these lines. So that's my hip line, my waist, and my chest line. So I'm going to be using a quarter of my hip measurements. Okay, so a quarter of my hip measurement is 10 inches, and then I'm adding 3.5 inches for ease and stitching allowance. So I will also duplicate this same measurement on my chest line here, and then I will connect this into a straight line and then create my armhole curve right now. So whatever I have on the hip line is what I will be imputing at the hem of the dress as well. And I will just connect this into a straight line. Now I'm coming down 1 inch from my waistline, and this is where I'm going to be attaching my pocket. My pocket opening will be 7 inches. So those are the marks I've made. So now I'll just proceed to trimming off the neckline for the back first of all, and then the shoulder, I'm leaving half of an inch for joining the shoulder. The bottom part, I'm trimming off all the way to the top. So I'm making the notch here where I'm going to be attaching my pocket on all 4 pieces, or on all 2 pieces, sorry. Now at the bottom, I want to create a kind of like a little design at the bottom here. So I'm just going to come up by 1 inch. That 1 inch is my bending allowance for the bottom. So from that 1 inch, I'm going up by 10 inches, okay, by 10 inches, and I'm going to create a curve all the way to the center of this. So I'm just going to divide what I have here into 2, and that will be my guide point when creating my curve. So I'm just creating my curve this way. So I kind of like noticed that the slit was getting too close, the opening will be getting too close to my hip. So I readjusted my measurement. I came up by 8 inches instead of 10 inches. And then I'm just readjusting my curve. So just make sure you do what works well with your body. And I'll just proceed to trimming this off now. And don't forget to trim off any sharp points like I'm doing right now. This place is sharp, so I'll just trim it off so that it's equal. And then we're done with the bottom, and we'll now be working with the top. So I'm just going to take out one piece from underneath, and this will serve, the piece I'm taking out to serve as my back piece, and the fabric on top will be my front fabric. So from this point, I'm coming down by 4.5 inches, which will serve as my opening in front. okay, because this outfit has an opening in front. So now I'll proceed to trimming off the 3 inches neck depth that I came down by, and then I'll also slit this open all the way to the 4.5 inches mark that I made. And then once I'm done, I will just set this aside so that we can work on our Aso-Oke piece. Now I have my Aso-Oke fabric here, which I've already fused with interfacing. I advise that when you're working with Aso-Oke, you fuse it. So I'm just going to have this unfold of my half length. My half length is 17 inches, but then I'm going to be folding for about more than 17 inches. So I think I have a fold of 18 inches just to be on the safe side. And then I'll trim this off. After cutting this, I'm also going to be opening this up here because we need a wide piece for our center front. So it's open up, I'll take it right sides facing each other and stitch using a quarter of an inch all the way. I'm done stitching and then I've ironed up the seam and this is what it looks like. I'm just going to place them wrong sides facing each other so that we can achieve the design that we have on our Ankara fabric. So placing them, making sure that the center pieces or the center fold aligns. I'm going to trace out the neckline on my Ankara fabric onto my Aso-Oke piece. So I'm trimming off the neckline here, and then I'm also going to be trimming off the shoulder line as well. And then after that, I'm going to be opening up the Aso-Oke piece all the way to the 4.5 inches, same as on the Ankara fabric. So I'll just take this aside. And now to create the design, okay, on the Aso-Oke piece. At this point, I'm going to be coming up by 4.5 inches and I'll make a mark here. And then I'll just connect the 4.5 inches to the center of the Aso-Oke fabric at the middle like this. So determine what design you want. So you can make it straight or you can make it slanted. For me, I think I'm going to be going with the curved part. So I'm just going to trim this off right now, and then when I open it up, this is what it's going to look like. So yes, now I'll take this to the ironing board and iron in about a quarter of an inch all around. And so I will place these on the wrong side of my front piece. So this is my front piece and this is the wrong side. My camera stopped recording at a point. So basically what I did, the right side of the Aso-Oke on the wrong side of my front fabric, and then I stitch only at the opening part. As you can see, I folded in the quarter side. So I'm just going to turn it to the right side, which is what I have here, and then I ironed it down. And I held down this point with a pin. You can run a stitch round or use a hemming gum to hold it in place. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll get my back piece right sides facing each other and then use half of an inch, stitch them at the shoulder line. I've already attached my pockets and then I'll close up my seam. So I'm done stitching the shoulder line, and then I've also hemmed my sleeve area. As you can see, I don't have any Aso-Oke piece. That was why I did that. Okay, so now the next thing we'll do is to work on the neckline, the collar, and what you need to do is just measure around what you have on the neckline. And then for me, measuring out the neckline, I have about 19 inches. So just make sure you're not overstretching. Make sure you get the accurate measurement of your neckline. So I have 19 inches. Now this is the Aso-Oke piece I'm going to be making use of, and I actually need double of this length. So I don't have double of this length, so I'm going to be making use of another Aso-Oke piece to get this. So there are two Aso-Oke pieces, as you can see, and then I have them on fold again. So just make sure that your fold can accommodate half of your neck width measurements and some inches just in case. So that's what I have right here. I'm just going to draw out this start line, okay, so that it's equal at the bottom. Now the height of my collar, I want it to be 3.5 inches. Then I'm adding 1 inch for stitching allowances for both the top and the bottom. That's 4.5 inches, and that's what I'm extending the lines here. Okay, so now from this point, I'm just going to be going up by half of an inch. Okay, and then I'll connect it all the way to this point at the bottom. Now here I'm going to be taking half of my neck collar measurement, and that's 9.5. Okay, and then I need half of an inch for closing up the sides, so that's 10 inches, right? 10 inches here. And I'm also going to be, now at this bottom part here, instead of marking 10 inches, I'm going to come out by kind of like half of an inch or a 3/4 inch, just to get this pointed collar shape. And then I'm just going to be cutting this out right away. So there are different ways of cutting a collar, so just use or make use of, whichever method that you like. There are different ways of cutting collars, but this is just what I wanted to make use of. Now, at this point, you can actually do without going up by half of an inch. You can leave your collar straight, but then this is just, like I said, this is just my preference. So I'm done with this. So what I'll do now is, I have this opened up, and this straight part here is where I'll be attaching to the neckline of my outfit. So I'll take this to the sewing machine and stitch it in half of an inch all around at this point, and then I'll flip it to the right side. And this is what it looks like on the right side. Okay, and then I've gone ahead to fold in half of an inch on both sides. So now I'll just get my Ankara piece, and then I will tuck in. This is how it's going to look like, right? This is how it's going to sit. So I will just tuck in, I'll get my Ankara piece here and just tuck in about half of an inch into my collar, and then I'll make use of my pins to hold this down. So that's what I'm going to do on the other side as well. I tucked in half of an inch, and then I use my pin to hold this down. I'll do this all the way round, and then I'll take this to the sewing machine and use a stitch to hold it in place. And of course, I'll close up my side seam and the pocket hem the bottom, and then I'll show us the final look. And after stitching, this is the final look of our outfit. As you can see, it turned out super nice. For the color, like I said, this is what I wanted my color to look like. I hope you found this tutorial useful, guys. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And also don't forget to try this out. Till my next video, bye.